Well, what a busy week it's been. Conferences galore from the likes of Nokia, Blackberry and even Sony PlayStation. Sadly nothing to do with the PlayStation 4, but still showcasing a brand new Gran Turismo. First up though, the Nokia 925 made an appearance at a special event bringing a brand new look to the Fins line of Windows phones, as well as a new souped up camera. While Nokia's previous Lumia phones have been rock solid, they've also been about the size and weight of boulders. But that changes with the Nokia Lumia 925. At 8.5mm it's much thinner and much more manageable than the Lumia 920, though its 4.5-inch HD screen is roughly the same size. Even in the dimly lit confines of a press conference, the display impressed. It's vivid and sharp with great viewing angles and deep abyss-like blacks that few other phone screens can match. There's a lot to love here, and we can't wait to find out how the 8.7 megapixel camera really handles. Undoubtedly this is the best Windows phone yet, but is it more? Well, stay tuned for a full review when the phone goes on sale next month. And not to be trumped, during BlackBerry's live conference in Orlando yesterday, the Canadian firm announced the reveal of another QWERTY keyboard touting handset to its lineup, the cheap and cheery entry-level Blackberry Q5. And that's not all BlackBerry had to share. BlackBerry Messenger is no longer exclusive to BlackBerry phones, as the company's instant messenger service is making its way to iPhone and Android phones this summer. But packed inside the Q5, there's a nippy 1.2 GHz dual-core processor and a beefy 2GB of RAM, while you can get snap-happy and make use of the time shift with a front-facing camera and a 5 megapixel shooter strapped on the back. There's also 8GB of internal storage for all your media and apps. Phones for You has confirmed that the Q5 is on its way to the UK in July. There's no word on pricing, but you can expect it to ring up less than the flagship Q10. Next, Nvidia's £229 Project Shield has now hit pre-order status. If you've forgotten about the clamshell gaming device, it's an Android-powered gaming handheld that lets you also beam down Steam games from your computer. And we're super excited to try one out for ourselves and also see how people take to the device. And finally, Gran Turismo 6 is coming, and if Sony keeps to its word, the wait won't nearly be as long and as torturous as for its predecessor. The next-gen racing game is scheduled to hit the PlayStation 3 and in time for Christmas. Sony and Gran Turismo developer Polyphony Digital hosted an event at Silverstone earlier this week to celebrate 15 years of the hit driving sim franchise, and they used it to announce the next game in the series, Gran Turismo 6. However, there's no confirmation yet whether the game will hit the PS4, but there will be new locations, and the number of cars available to take for a spin is at a staggering 1,200. There's a whole new physics engine, and the graphics have been upped too. Expect to see much more at E3, along with much more info on both the new Xbox and the PlayStation 4.